Selwyn coming out of the game against North Melbourne on the weekend. We also saw that incident with Tom Sparrow. How's he been these last few days since then?
Yeah, Tom recovered well post that incident. He obviously entered into the concussion protocols. He's been feeling well since the incident, relatively asymptomatic, which is a positive sign, but we won't progress him through those protocols until his symptoms allow. So he'll aim to be back in the club on Thursday when we're training.
And then Harrison Petty, we know that he's been in those concussion protocols as well. Where's he at in his next steps?
Yeah, Harrison had a great week on the training track last week, progressed through those final stages of the concussion protocol. He's still got one last stage to complete, which involves full training and a little test with the doctors. So we're hoping that he'll pass both of those and be available for selection this week.
And then Ollie Christensen, he's been with that hamstring injury. How's he going?
Sesto completed training with the team last week, so he full trained last week. The plan will be for him to full train and be available for selection this week.
Great news. And then we've also seen AJ, he's been sidelined with that ankle injury. What's his steps looking like in the next few weeks?
AJ's had a great couple of weeks of training as well, really focusing on his agility, his aerial component of his game, and that's progressed really well. He full trained last week, had a great session on the weekend with Harrison and Sesto, so he'll plan to full train this week to be available as well.
Also coming out of the game on the weekend, Jake Lever has pulled up with a bit of soreness around his ankle. Can you just talk us through where he's at with that?
Yeah, obviously Jake's had a bit of an interrupted season with the ankle surgery early on in the season, and it has been quite a frustrating year for him. He's had a great couple of weeks of training, but after the game he just reported that he had some increase in pain around his ankle and foot. Following up, some imaging has shown that he has some irritation to the sheath, which is around the tendon just near the back of his ankle. So we're going to look to intervene with that. That'll involve an injection, which will hopefully help to settle some of his pain. But our key priority for Jake is to return him to peak performance. So we want to really make sure that the program we put around Jake is around, one, dealing with the pain first and foremost, and then two, how we structure his program to ensure that he can return to peak performance, because it has been a frustrating period for him. So at this stage, we don't have an exact timeline on his return. We're hoping that the injection plus some other strategies that we have from a rehab and reconditioning perspective will assist with his pain and his function. But at this stage, we'll just be working with Jake on how we can build him back to hopefully seeing him return to peak performance this year.